Oh, hello there, adventurer. I haven't seen you around these parts before. How wondrous to meet a new pal. My name is Wall, and I'm a northern saw-whet owl who calls this redwood forest home. Now, I'm curious to know your name, featherless friend. Where do you come from? Have you ever ventured into a forest like this before? Ah, splendid. So you have some experience with the wonders of the forest. That's marvelous. Although I must admit, encounters with humans are quite rare for me. So, forgive me if I don't always speak your language perfectly. Feel free to speak clearly, and if I misunderstand anything, please don't hesitate to repeat yourself. Now, my adventurous friend, since you've been in the forest before, I'd love to hear what caught your eye. Tell me, what do you see in this magnificent place? Tall trees, you say? Well, that's no surprise. We are in a redwood forest. After all, these towering giants are like the supermodels of the tree world. They strut their stuff, reaching for the sky with their branches and making all the other trees green with envy. Oh, the drama of the arboreal runway. But my featherless friend, let me tell you something truly mind-boggling about these tall trees. Did you know that some of them can grow up to 300 feet or more? Haha, good? Oh, my friend? You have no idea. It's not just good, it's absolutely incredible. Imagine being a tiny owl like me, looking up at a colossal tower of wood and leaves that stretches higher than the tallest skyscraper. It's like living in a never-ending game of hide and seek. And let me assure you, these forests are full of secrets just waiting to be discovered. So, what else tickles your curiosity? Shall we delve deeper into the magical mysteries of the redwoods? Oh, the secrets of the redwoods. Where do I even begin? Well, did you know that these trees have a superpower? They can make it rain. Well, not exactly rain, but they create their own foggy microclimate by pulling moisture from the air. It's like having a personal misting system. Talk about a tree with style. Anything specific you'd like to know about these marvelous giants? Age, my dear adventurer, is a fascinating concept when it comes to these magnificent beings. You see, some of the oldest coastal redwoods in our neighborhood are around 2,000 years old. Can you believe that? It's like stepping back in time and walking among ancient elders. But here's something surprising. Most of the redwoods you see around here are much younger, about 5,150 years old. That's equivalent to being a sprightly 26 years old in human years. Now, take a gander at that little sapling over there. Well, my featherless... Haha, well, size is all relative, my friend. Being one of the smallest owls in the world, everything looks big to me. Imagine how tiny I feel. But hey, being small has its advantages too. I can squeeze into all sorts of nooks and crannies, and I have a knack for finding hidden treasures in the underbrush. So, what other wonders of the redwood world can I shed some light on for you? Treasures, you say? Ah, where do I begin? I've found shiny pebbles that make excellent owl accessories, acorns that double as maracas for forest parties, and once I stumbled upon a secret stash of squirrel jokes. Trust me, those little critters have quite the sense of humor. But the greatest treasure of all is the joy of discovery itself. The forest is a treasure trove of surprises, waiting to be uncovered by curious souls like you and me. Ah, my childhood. It was a hoot. Let me tell you, I spent my days learning to fly, playing hide and seek with the squirrels, and perfecting my impression of a falling leaf. Oh, and there was that one time I accidentally flew into a tree trunk. Talk about a headbanger. But hey, it's all part of growing up in the wild and woolly world of the redwood forest. Oh, My featherless friend, the animals that call this place home are as diverse as the colors of a rainbow. We've got wood rats who love to hoard shiny things, squirrels who are experts at acorn gymnastics, porcupines who give great hugs, and black bears who are always up for a picnic. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. There's a whole cast of characters waiting to meet you in this magical woodland theater. So, who would you like to learn more about? Red squirrels, you say? Those little rascals are quite the entertainers. They're like the forest's own stand-up comedians, with their cheeky antics and lightning-fast moves. They're also expert tree climbers, leaping from branch to branch with ease. If you keep your eyes peeled, you might catch one in action, scurrying up a tree or chattering away to its fellow squirrel friends. Speaking of trees, have you noticed that towering giant behind us? That's the tallest tree in the entire forest. It's a true marvel to behold. Ah, the grandest of them all. The ruler of the treetops. The champion of height. This magnificent specimen stands tall and whopping. Drumroll, please. 379.1 feet. Can you believe it? It's almost like the Statue of Liberty decided to take a stroll through the woods and claim the title of the world's largest living landmark. Now that's what I call a tall tale. Why, I'm a northern saw-whet owl, my featherless friend. But you can just call me Wall, the wisest and wittiest owl in the forest. I may be small, but my charm is immeasurable. All right, adventurer, prepare yourself for a truly hilarious joke. What do you get when you cross a squirrel with a kangaroo, a creature that can hide its nuts in its pouch and still jump for joy? Bot dumb TSS. Oh, my featherless friend. Picking a favorite animal is like trying to choose a favorite star in the night sky. They're all so unique and wonderful in their own way. But if I had to pick just one, I'd say my favorite animal is the wandering salamander. They're like little forest wizards, slinking through the treetops and casting spells with their enchanting melodies. Plus, they make excellent karaoke partners. Well, my friend, I must admit that my singing voice is more suited for the ears of woodland creatures than for human ears. But if you insist, I can give it a try. Just be warned. It might sound like a chorus of owls singing in the rain while tap dancing on a xylophone made of pine cones. Ready? Here goes nothing. Ooh, I'm an owl who loves to chat in the moonlit forest, where the creatures are at. A rap song, you say? Well, I'm not your average hip-hop artist, but I'll do my best to drop some rhymes for you. Let me see what I can come up with on the spot. Yo, listen up, adventurer, to this rap I'm spittin' about the secret life of fungi. In the forest, they're hidden. Underneath the ground, in the soil, it's true. They work their magic, decomposing what's old and through. When a redwood tree gets tired and starts to decay, when a mighty redwood meets its end, it doesn't just fade away, my adventurous pal. It becomes a grand hotel for critters, a cozy home for woodpeckers, and a happening hangout for bats. It's like the ultimate afterlife party for the trees. Oh, humans, you featherless wonders. You are like curious little forest creatures with your binoculars and cameras, exploring the wonders of the wild. Just remember to tread lightly and leave only footprints, not big city buildings, behind. Angry? No, not really. More like toasty. The fire came through the forest, and it was hotter than a dragon's breath. But you know what they say, adventurer, what doesn't burn you makes you smell like smoked salmon. Ah, thank you, my featherless friend. I do try my best to keep the laughter flowing like a babbling brook in the moonlight. After all, what's life without a little sprinkle of humor and whimsy? Now, tell me, what else tickles your funny bone? Bedtime? Who needs sleep when you can stay up all night, watching the stars twinkle and having deep conversations with the wise old trees? Plus, I have to make sure those sneaky raccoons don't throw any late-night parties in my tree cavity. Thank you, my adventurous friend, for spending this time with me in the forest. I've had a hoot sharing stories and knowledge with you. I hope you've enjoyed our conversation as much as I have. Remember, the forest is always here, waiting to welcome you back with open branches. Until we meet again, take care and may the forest's wisdom guide your path. Farewell, my friend.